Hey guys, it's been a sec. It's been a hot sec since we've been live. And I was like, you know what? Let's just go live. Let's talk to everybody, see how everybody's doing because it's been a while. And I was like, yeah, this feels good. This makes sense. And yeah, sorry for being late again. Matisse and I are talking because I'm freaking going to London on Thursday. And I'm so excited. And we're going to meet up and see each other in person again. So it's very exciting. And yeah, side note, if there's any content that you guys want specifically from London or like if you want us to do anything, I don't know, let me know. It's going to be super cool. But Matisse, how's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. It doesn't feel like FA Cup final week. I'm not going to lie. It's only you kind of reminded me there when you said you was coming over. I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is FA Cup final week because it doesn't feel like it. We've had our Premier League games. We've had our Wolves mayhem, Leeds tomorrow. So it doesn't feel like FA Cup, but yeah, it's been as good as it can be following this team right now.
I correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we don't usually have Premier League games like leak into FA Cup.
No. Yeah, I think FA Cup for me is usually the week after the Premier League season is done. And then maybe the Champions League is the following weekend after that, So it's usually when the season's done. But now we have FA Cup on Saturday, then there's Premier League games on the Sunday. And then there's still Premier League next weekend. Next weekend is the end of the Premier League season, obviously. So yeah, it's just a bit of a mess. But listen, it's a big game, but we still have Leeds first, so tomorrow. So it's all over the place right now.
So, Matisse, I obviously missed the Wolves game. I was climbing for you guys that don't know. And it seems like I made a pretty good decision going climbing. Outdoors, I was enjoying the sun. It was like 30 degrees. It was beautiful outside. What happened? Because I happened to get a slight connection. I checked Chelsea are 2-0 up. Lukaku goals. I was like, beautiful. Like this makes sense that we're up 2 goals against Wolves. We're getting our shit together, whatever. And then I check at full time and it's 2-2 and a goal in the 90th plus 7th minute. And I was like, can this team, what happened to our clean sheets? Can we not hold on to Leeds anymore? Like, what's happening?
It's funny because if Chelsea had done their business against United, Brentford, Everton, and obviously the game you just seen, I mean, this wouldn't even be a conversation. And then we'd actually be able to rest players for Leeds and focus on the FA Cup final, give our first team a week off. But instead, all that's actually happened is we've had more drama and we've had more drop points. And now we're really in a conversation for top 4. We actually need to win games now. If we do beat
such a lead as
crazy. Well. It's crazy. If we beat Leeds, then it's pretty, our chances are looking pretty good considering Tottenham and Arsenal play each other. But the fact that we even have to talk about it, it just goes to show the drop off of the team over the last month or two. So it's really, really bad. I think for Wolves, we were comfortably in the lead. I was covering it on the Saturday Football Show, so I was watching it in the corner of my eye. We looked all right. It's not like we were at our brilliant best again, but Lukaku gets himself 2 goals. Alonso has a situation at halftime with Thomas Tuchel, which you've seen probably now being reported everywhere.
I saw like that they had a bust up similar to Frank Lampard.
Yeah,
and that he apparently called him some words in Spanish.
Yeah,
I'm curious what exactly it was because I saw that.
I know exactly the word he called him actually because I asked on.
Message it to me. I don't want to say it.
I'll message it to you in the private chat. I won't do that on your channel. I'll save it for my channel. But yeah, when it comes down to Alonso, he decided to say that word there that I've just put in the chat. And yeah, I mean, listen, he's gone for it. He was being shouted at by Tuchel towards the end of the half for giving the ball away sloppily in a situation he shouldn't have. Then as he's running back, they have like a back and forth as he's running back on the transition. And then obviously at halftime, Tuchel starts to question his complacency, etc. He's ignored him the first time, then he's questioned him again, and then he's responded and he's sworn at him. And then he's been substituted for Saul Niguez.
That's crazy because I couldn't imagine like getting to the point. I understand like not wanting to get subbed off and maybe having disagreements, but like using foul language, I don't know. Maybe if I put myself in that situation, maybe I would get super pissed and blow up. But I don't know how common that is that you would speak like that to your coach.
I think to your coach, you do expect some base level respect. I mean, listen, it happens. It happens in football. You know, heated words are exchanged all the time. It's a very emotional sport. It's the highest level. There's going to be moments where people have sworn at coaches 100%. But I just think that moment at halftime, maybe in front of the rest of the team as well, it's not great. I don't know if that's the circumstance, but it's obviously bad enough for him to hook him, to take him off at halftime. Because that's
So it
obviously
happens like in the dressing room.
I'm guessing so, because he took him off at halftime for Sal Niguez, and that's quite a downgrade in that position. So it was bad enough that he felt like he needed to take him off, and then Chelsea obviously just end up capitulating and conceding goals for fun at the end of the match, which was a joke. And to be honest, people can look at VAR and Timo Werner's goal should have stood, which it 100% should have. But at the end of the day, we were 2-0 up. We should never have conceded 2 goals, and it came down to, once again for me, not only the defense going off on another tangent, because again, they're all signing pre-contracts elsewhere. They're not at their best anymore. I don't know what's going on with their headspace, but also the midfield imbalance was crazy. With Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Kova, there's no DM again. How many times we've talked about the fact that there's no DM in that midfield? I would have liked to have seen Trevor Chalobah come on at 2-0 and us actually just see the game out and maybe put him in midfield and just use him as the DM. But outside of that, it's just, this team is just, you know, they're fully.
Who was playing in defense? Because after I saw the score, I didn't bother to look into the game anymore, because I was like, oh, this is depressing. My guess is Reece, Aspie, Silva.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it, because I don't want to get anything wrong in terms of substitutions, because I was keeping an eye on all of the 3 o'clock kickoffs at the same time. But I think just due to the show I was on, if I was doing a watch along, I unfortunately would have known absolutely everything, every ounce of what happened in this match. But you're looking at Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Silva, Reece James, and Sal Niguez seems to be the.
Right.
But then Aspie was taken off for Malang Sarr. Now I don't understand. Yes, now it's all starting to come back to me.
Somebody switched to right center back.
Yeah, listen, I don't know why Malang Sarr came on, to be honest. It's quite puzzling. Christensen was on the bench, he didn't come on. Trevor was on the bench, he didn't come on. He brought Malang Sarr on instead on 87 minutes. Could it be
that he was trying to rest people for this Leeds game, or do you think?
I can't imagine.
Christensen
at 2-1 up. At 2-1 up, I don't have a clue why anybody would be resting anybody. At 2-1 up at home to Wolves, that was a must-win game. The Leeds game is just as important. None of them are more important than the other. And if anything, the Wolves game is easier because they're not fighting for anything. Leeds are fighting for their lives, and we're away from home in a night game at Ellen Road. So in a do-or-die situation for Leeds. So that was the time to get the points. Similarly, when I said the Man United away game was easier than the Everton away game, and it turned out to be exactly that. When you're playing these relegation teams that are fighting for their lives, you'd rather play literally nearly everybody else, because literally they are literally going to throw everything at us in this Leeds game tomorrow. So I don't know why he brought on Malang Sarr over Trevor and Christensen, and I don't know why we're playing the way we are really at this point. But it is what it is. There's no balance.
It just seems to me like the players are tired, and a lot of them, their contracts are ending, and the focus isn't what it was. Yeah, that's what my take on it is. We need a lot of people need to know what's going to happen to them in the summer. I think the ownership situation doesn't help. Hopefully now that's more or less sorted, and it's just a formality of changing, and then we'll be able to sort contracts and everything. But I think we're going to see a lot of outgoings. A big overhaul, and we talked about it a bit on the byline, but our entire defense is basically leaving. I saw Aspie, I think, is signing a contract with Barcelona's taking our entire back line. They're signing Aspie, Christensen. Looks like Marcus Alonso is going to Barcelona as well.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to my physical therapist because he doesn't believe that Marcus Alonso will return to La Liga. So interesting.
We shall see.
Interesting one to keep your eye on.
Emerson's linked with Juventus. So is Jorginho.
Really?
Yeah.
Emerson and Jorginho. Okay.
Ian Maatsen, who was on loan at Coventry, is about to go on loan to Dortmund, which I think is a brilliant move for him.
That's a brilliant move for him.
Brilliant loan move.
That's
really
I love Dortmund, by the way.
Really happy for him.
Well-run club. They just announced that Haaland is leaving. Boom, they have another signing in. They get their business done early. It's incredible. Such a good model. But yeah, a lot of people are leaving, and I just think that it's like kind of unsettling, and I felt like maybe a bit of complacency that we thought that top 4 was like 1,000%, or like top 3 even was like 1,000% secured, and we had like this massive gap between the rest of the teams and whatever, and that's actually not the case. Like you said, Leeds are fighting for their lives. They're currently in 18th place. They're in the relegation zone.
What is Rudiger's motivation for top 4? What is Christensen's motivation?
Like,
what is they don't have the motivation for top 4 because they're not going to be here. It doesn't matter to them. That's the problem. And then the lack of quality in the team as it is. So it's not a good blend of things to have. I think for me, the only reason why I'm quite calm still on the situation is that Arsenal and Tottenham have to play each other. So someone's dropping points. It actually helps us for Arsenal to win against Tottenham.
Just to put the gap between.
Put the gap. And then we go from there. So, yeah.
Crazy. So I know. And I feel like we always get into this situation like every end of year that we're in like a pretty solid position, and then we're just kind of like scraping by to get 4th, which is like insane. But how do you see this Leeds game playing out? Because like you said, like they're fighting to not get relegated, and I could easily see this being another one that they beat us, or that is tied, or we go ahead and they come back, because they are literally fighting for their lives.
I mean, listen, I'm not confident at all. I'm not confident. I think when it comes down to Leeds, the only thing that I am happy about is the fact that they do give away chances. They were really poor against Arsenal in the first half. They were very dodgy in terms of their defending and their decision making, with the red card, with the goalkeeper. But the fact that they just lost to Arsenal, it makes me even more worried, because they have to respond. They have to respond. They have to bounce back. And that's where we come in. We're the team that when everybody's having a bad run, we're the ones that give you the points. So I can see us dropping points in this game, 100%. It's more likely to drop points in this game than I thought it would have been against Wolves at home. So Leeds give away chances. It does suit us in that respect, playing them. Most big teams batter them because of the way that they're so open, the way that they are very disjointed. They have a lot of gaps in the midfield that you can exploit. So stylistically wise, this game, we should be winning it, because Leeds have to come out. They have to go forward, and that leaves gaps in behind for Lukaku if he plays, for Werner, whoever starts. We should be able to score goals against Leeds. They're one of the easiest teams in the division to score goals against. I think they have the worst defensive record in the league, or one of, after Norwich were battered. But same time, we're all over the shop. So I actually had us down to win this game, but I don't think it's a formality. No, definitely not.
No, it's definitely not. So, like, who plays left wing back for you? Who's starting?
If this is me, I'm actually going with the same idea that Arsenal went with against Leeds. They moved Tomiyasu to left back in a back 4. I would put Aspie at left back in a back 4 and go 4-2-2-2, and go back to what we used against Tottenham in the cup. Get two forwards on the pitch. 2 forwards that want to run in behind. If you want to go Lukaku and Werner, then go for it. Whatever, I don't care. If you want to go Kai and Lukaku, go for it. Just 2 forwards that want to exploit the space in behind, because Leeds are going to leave space in behind. Absolutely. They're going to be very disjointed, but at least with that 4, you still have the protection of the 2 in the middle, which is very important. Whenever we go to a 4, we try this 1. I've seen Ruben try and do it against Brentford. It flopped. You need to go with the pivot in the 4. And then you have 2 attacking midfielders on the pitch, whether it be whoever. At this point, it doesn't make no difference to me. Pulisic was decent on the weekend. It could be him. It could be Ziyech, could be Mount. I don't care anymore. I don't even do previews on my channel anymore, because I don't.
I stopped doing previews as well, because I was just like, I don't know. It could be anybody. Like,
how do I do a preview with this team? It's impossible to do a preview of this team. Yeah. Half of them don't want to be here. Half of them, I don't want them to be here. And it was all over the place. I don't know how you pick a team anymore for this team, but I think 4-2-2 is probably the way. I think definitely make sure that Rafinha can't be up against Malang Sarr. He can't be up against Kennedy. And obviously, I would prefer that Alonso is actually. Listen, I don't know about Alonso anymore, because.
Do you think that he's played his last game for Chelsea?
Probably not. He'll probably start tomorrow. If I'm making a prediction, he'll probably start. He was training with the lads yesterday. Chelsea came out and denied the reports. Obviously, they did, but it's obviously true. because, you know, it's very easy to link up him being shouted at in the 44th minute, bust up at 45, and then 46 he's off the pitch. It's not difficult to add up. So I know Chelsea think they're being sly here, but I don't even think I think they know that they're not even sly. They're just saying it because they have to say that it didn't happen. But it's been reported and it's been reported by everybody. So it's kind of obvious at this point. But yeah, I think Alonso apparently unfollowed Chelsea on Instagram as well. I don't know if that's true. So yeah, I mean, I would prefer that he doesn't play, because I've never
shocked if that happened. Like I would be actually shocked.
I'll check, but I would prefer if he didn't play.
But do you know if he was you have to know that he was definitely following Chelsea.
I mean,
like
why would he not be following? I mean, that's
I don't know. Like Lukaku had his Facebook as Inter, but like who checks Facebook?
He is following. He is following. He is following. False alarm. He's following.
You're just spreading shit in my teeth.
I'm just a shit stirrer, really. Someone tagged me in that, and they were like, "He's unfollowed." I was like, I don't know about that. I'll check my sources. But yeah.
Do you think that we're gonna see like any rotation? Keeping in mind that the FA Cup final is like legit Saturday, and we're playing Liverpool.
Yeah. Liverpool play tonight against Villa, so they got an extra day to prepare. I'm not confident. I'm not confident at all. I'm just going to leave it at that.
About both games?
Yes, about both games, but especially the Liverpool game. You could not find less confidence. I have less confidence than you can believe. More than you can believe, as Pep would say.
Really? I was just thinking, like, it would be the most Chelsea thing ever if, you know, we're in this, like, terrible run of form, but then we pull out, like, a game of the season against Liverpool. But then I can also see it going the other way, where they're just like, oh, yeah, we're going for the quadruple. And
Well, I don't know if they're still going for it now after what happened at the weekend, but West Ham still have to play them at the Olympic Park. West Ham have to play Man City. They could take points. But I know everybody's clinging on to this, but I just see the obvious. And the obvious is that we're playing bad. They're playing great. They have better players than us. We have defenders that we've been relying upon to keep us in these big games. They're not firing. We can't finish. They can. I only see one outcome. Mendy's not in great form. The defenders are not in good form. If it's a shootout, they win the shootout every time. Yeah. But if they beat us, then brilliant. But I'm not gonna build my expectations or hopes up to that, because I'd rather just not. Because
that's the worst thing. Like when I was at the Bernabeu and I had my hopes up, like that we scored one after 15 minutes, and I was like, oh my god. And then we got the equalizer, and I was like, this could happen.
But you know what the difference is between Liverpool and Real Madrid is that Real Madrid have been playing like crap the whole Champions League tournament. They're not actually on the same level as Liverpool, really. But Liverpool are actually Liverpool, and Liverpool are actually playing really well from front to back. New contract for Klopp. Diaz has come in. They're actually ready to go. Like there's no issues at Liverpool. That's the difference. So yeah, it's just it's not looking great.
Is there like any part of them that could be like
complacent? No.
But they have to. That they're like, oh, we have like the league still, or we have the Champions League.
Nope. They want this FA Cup. Liverpool haven't won the FA Cup since 2006 against West Ham. Steven Gerrard. Been a long time. That's
crazy.
Nearly 20 years.
And I don't want to be a downer, but like our history in the FA Cup, I think we've won like 1 in 4 or something in the past couple of years.
We've lost the last 4 finals at Wembley.
That's
in Carabao, 2 in the Carabao, 2 in the FA Cup.
That's not fun.
2 under Tuchel, 1 under Lampard, 1 under Sarri. Not good. Potentially 2 in 1 season. I'm ready for all of it. I have to be.
I'm like mentally preparing myself. Well, the Carabao Cup, it's annoying because I felt like we really should have won that one.
I was there. Yeah.
I felt like, I don't know, we had like a ton of goals disallowed, and I was like, I don't even understand why this is disallowed. Like this makes absolutely no sense.
See, I went to that one and I decided not to go to this one because I can't take it. I'm not doing 2 finals, 2 defeats against the same Liverpool fans. I can't do it. So I did that one. It didn't work out. So I'm going to refrain from going to this one. Even if people were to come offer me tickets, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm just going to hope that me not being there will give this team the win, and also CFC Daily not being there as well, because that brother needs to stop going to games.
I will be there. I will be there. So
your record is different. It's the byline.
My record is that Chelsea scored 11 goals in 2 games when I was at the Bridge.
Yeah.
So
we went to Norwich together. Yeah.
That was so much fun.
That was a great day. That's when life was good. We beat Norwich 7-0. We were drinking champagne in a box. It was lovely. Great day.
So good. Yeah, champagne. Problem.
Now there's no box because there's no sponsors. It's long.
Yeah. It's crazy. But I'm excited to go to London, and I'm kind of like, well, it's going to be an experience. I'm not getting my hopes up. Like maybe when the time comes, I'm going to be like,
when you have to call it an experience, you already know what's going to happen, Elizabeth. You're just trying to be positive. The fact that you started off by saying this is going to be an experience, you already know.
I'm going to get to see you and a lot of other people, and
just enjoy yourself. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. Just enjoy. Yeah.
Maybe get some like Nando's or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Just enjoy. Just enjoy it, man. That's all you can do.
Darren says, Aspie will win his 10th trophy before he leaves the club, my legend. I hope he does, man. I really hope he does, because you guys know that we're an Aspie Stan account on this channel. We love Aspie. But I'm just checking the time. Missy, I know you gotta go. You have to eat. And honestly, I feel like there's not so much to talk about.
There isn't. Like, honestly.
I haven't put so many videos out because I'm just like, I don't know. Everybody's leaving. Like, we're not playing well. That's basically what's going on right now.
Apart from whoever's available, I didn't see if there was a press conference for this. Like I said, I'm not really tuned in on that right now. But whoever's available, whoever's not available, we go from there. I mean, it's just what it is. This team just have to win. There's nothing more to say. They have to win the game. As they did at the weekend, as they did the week before.
Yep. No, exactly.
I'm just here for the summer, man. I'm just waiting for the summer. That's what I'm on.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, I think everybody is kind of like in summer mode. At least here, it's like so freaking hot. I don't know. You can probably tell from my attire, but it's so hot out already. It went from like winter to summer in 2 weeks. It was like really cold and like 10 degrees, and now it's like 30. I don't know what's happening. I don't get it.
I wish we had that over here.
It'll be nice when I go, though. It's going to be pretty nice weather. I checked.
You're bringing it with you. Well, listen.
I'm bringing it with me. Yeah.
People, I got to leave you, but it's been a pleasure. Are you going to carry on?
I'm going to end the stream.
Get Leeds discussion and...
I don't have much else to say, guys. Sorry. I apologize. I wish I had more to say. Maybe after the Leeds game. But I will say that I'll be bringing you hopefully like lots of content around like this week. I don't know when it will get uploaded, but I'll be recording like stuff around London and vlogging and all that stuff. So you're going to get something from me at some point, like during the next couple of days. So keep your eyes out on that. And make sure to follow Matisse because he's doing like a shit ton. I don't know how he does it.
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it, honestly. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed this like impromptu. We have been streaming on Tuesdays, but it's been a big crazy schedule the past couple of days. But yeah, hope that you enjoyed this. And yeah, hopefully next week we have like some exciting things to talk about. Hopefully.
A cup final, a win, hopefully.
Hopefully a win, guys. All right, hope that you enjoyed this video. And until next time, I'm out. Bye.